Welcome to Pasifika Narratives, a series produced by the Pacific Islander Community Association of Washington to highlight the resilience and cultural brilliance of Pasifika peoples here in the Pacific Northwest during COVID and beyond. We come from many nations in Polynesia, Micronesia, and Melanesia, and we have been in these parts for about 200 years. We continue to lift up the traditional stewards of these lands as we work to establish cultural home, center community power, and advance the wellness of Pasifika people here in the U.S. diaspora. Our voice is our liberation.
Our voice is our liberation.
Is our liberation.
Our voice is our liberation.
Our voice is our liberation. Jali, I am Marshallese Yahweh. Edain Gigi Jali, kumirongot ngai kayen maya Yahweh. Ngai toyen ngai lirgen mejich. Igartok ilo 1980. Igardan chigul chirik high school. Ito kon peram family. Imki charabalea ngai join community advocate ngan kajang remaja. Elakar Chino yang nangan mejine kena koyala kajang remaja lagi. Mana tu kong hari ini jadi peri ipendron. Delun pen digdelo lamna kainar ke cici bayi wich peri pendron. Ilo archoi pendron reba multi generational awe kejoje joe cibunum nejinum kaini ini mecarin pin elapta dange arme rain me mandatai rotalam cerbal roladam cerbal ripoto nangan me yojen cikin cerbal me rutto rik pero delan mau mera arme ro mera talam cerbal ripoto ngan mau mer jala ke remaja lagi celun kajurilo cibangron pues ilo mani de ina rege jorone kiana ana merga kiana gana ana pad menangane re pache de arme yem che de arme ak cicipta magilo ciling la arme yem dik kagala berano umle yem kaini so ai kambolo elgan mani de ne ar merlakar perem cika jom digdot yem kadagani rain niyir rane ina ba kile ole ba cilun kayorum Menge cicem melelegan wawin nur namera kaya pigut kile im kaciun nur amerain imenot manit gainar cici bangaron im kia wai never kia cici kaciun pa wai ne kan mai guji enot cetrama yang cek Pasifika Islander im koko baba ipen miga mere Pasifika Islander pet koko baba Iben har pagi pergi menangane baik kek iben har tamakarmi that especially rejain okay ema tika ciong ni pendro ne ba lime ni to pa yar waijo ijo aki redong pa na to mancet buat akne bayanga elwa emana na mudai puru ba elang lakan rutto tada relang lak ilo air kanan talking to our communities, our people about, like you said, they're starting to give up because what can they do? But I think just the resources and just encouraging that, with the healthy part, just encouraging and giving resources out there to our people. Positive, even getting on anything to positive outcomes of everything that's happening. Ayi mo relun dar pa relun aura gam chadana yen polenchi give up pa whatever aga tayo re aga itamake kaya ngayon juta kaligan ron rayang ron kan ayi mo mengi insure yagi ne to air gar perro le problem kan ke itamake ilo arpiko ayi mo rilo jagi ni penage kejo tangalam tangan ayuit agita magilu naurangan ke ar cepoteronam kanana ron koleronam pa kainium pa irayang ron
Yatain liman tagia imngai chon remaja aga chon citizen Marshall Islands yatain choyo aga rais ngakin kalanem mijin jema kapchino Igaridong and Washington in Ilagar Chabampa 2019. Nganagar media one Ligawe Chiu Imeruto Janma Edanin Japan Kid. Imkia cannot COVID-19 Ichemero. Imichoe Ipenchuani and Ajariro Neji Ilo Federal Way Washington. Kanaga chalaga charabal it permoyo im kamani charabal o ilowan moyo and what kamak karreo kwalgon nunuk lale ajiriro sibu imiakai akege nunuk kaya tiriri kyo ayin pachuan ran kameangan narong rol ngan maja yamana Amerika pada apche jongkan ijo chikus ilawa lale ajiriro inchibu iganan pa ilijuyo wire ilawa Amerika ene yamman Rancha pa yung tahan enodar yung tahan ilo ijo chikus yabayan pen meur majal alanga koichuan rujarabal aga erik manaya iganan pa ranchibu ron rutolo im charabal ilo chicken gain enod reulinan PICA-WA pa lo higher chiba kajaramaja innem kajaderik Kecuan ran ajari renci buran ajar rolto ngan majal im carabal ngan armejin majal.
I'm proud to be Marshallese because of all the parties we always do and how they take care of us. Yeah.
And I love being Marshallese too because they teach us how to treat our elders right and help us make decorations. Yeah.
Yogoi, Katayan JR Kiona, Legend Tandim Junior, Yaladak Major of Majalala, 2002. Yar moved on Jagay, 2014, in Joguel Auburn, Washington. My role here in PICA-WA, I'm a Pasifika wayfinder, and I help with the youth alongside my co-facilitators, Kelson, Nete, Koa, Destiny. We are wayfinders. We are here to help you guys, our youth, and everybody in general. But we are here for the people. To me, a wayfinder is somebody that's finding a way for the betterment of a community, for the future generations. And as myself, as a Pasifika wayfinder, I'm here to help out with youths my age, make a betterment of our society for the future. So as far as food distributions, we help out serve food to communities that need it the most. Another way to communicate with youths our age, Zoom meetings that we are, youth councils that we host for, it's a platform for all of our youths to speak up and have a volume for whatever they need that they might to say for the betterment of the society. My culture to me is what I love the most about myself. It's very unique, very respectful, and it comes with my manners. And being born back in the Marshall Islands, there's pros and cons to it. Pros being you have very traditional ways of living. It's very fun. You have people that love you, support you. Being Pacific Islander is definitely a blessing. For one, back in Timberline, my high school days, we always had fun in cultural awareness clubs. Being able to share each other's cultures and traditions and creating one big family and a big community, it means the most to me. COVID having to impact on the Marshallese community definitely made me hang out with friends less, realizing that we're in a dangerous zone and having to adapt to a new day, new life was very challenging as a young person, young youth myself. In the Marshallese community specifically, we lost a lot of loved ones, it broke us down a lot. If you're in high school, please, I recommend cultural awareness clubs. Talk to each other and being able to build a platform with other islands within our generation.
My name is Kiana McKenna. I am in Spokane, Washington, and I am a Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander community organizer for our Eastern Washington chapter of PICA. I have been with PICA since the spring of 2020, I believe May, when our community here was hit really hard by COVID-19. And so immediately we did organizing, getting together with community partners and folks so we could make sure that we could provide aid and recovery to our communities that were being hit so hard at one point, making up 60% of our local cases in the county. So since then, we've done food distributions, we've provided different kinds of aid, we've been able to bring our community together, mobile, to give them different resources like food, monetary resources to get grocery and gas, and other aid that will help folks that have lost a loved one to COVID, help with their funeral costs and things such as that. So we are here today at our second community vaccine clinic, where we vaccinated 300 people, including many elders and other community caregivers that are very much responsible for taking so much care of so many people in our community. This is our second clinic, and so we have now vaccinated over 400 of our Pacific Islander peoples here in Eastern Washington. In Spokane, and I would say across Washington, it's been really meaningful for us to be able to have other Pacific Islanders across the state to work with and to organize with, and to build that community power, to be able to advocate, to get that platform to advocate for what our people need in different rooms and at different tables that we've traditionally not been at. These events are super cool that we put together because we very much are bringing our different communities together in one spot, in a place that's comfortable, a place that's safe, and we're having fun while we're doing it, but we're making sure that our people are healthy. And so these events are really wonderful for centering, building a cultural home, but also centering community power and empowering our people to get what they need to thrive and to be healthy. And then outside of this, the work that PICA is doing with our partners is really, really important in advocating for what we need, and to also raise up our voice and uplift the voices of different community members, saying that we are here, we matter, our lives matter, and we need these things to thrive and survive here. And it's been really amazing over the last year to see how much impact that's had, and how many tables we're being invited to, how many people are reaching out that really want to help and work with our communities to help us thrive. So I am Samoan American, and I was born and raised in Spokane. And I am so proud to be working for PICA and to be serving my community. It makes me really proud that we value our elders, and that we treat them as sacred treasures as they are, and that we take care of them, and that we also treat the rest of our community as though we are brothers and sisters, and that we are one Pasifika family that is here to care for one another, to laugh with one another, to cry with one another, and to go through these hard times together. And having that warmth and that security and that level of community is so amazing. And I would say that PICA has definitely given me the cultural home that I have been missing while I have been in Spokane here all my life.
Adain Thursday ngai chuliringin majal ngai jidojen ailingin mili, and yaridongan chubogan lo 2000 chongola meneo. Ngai charbalilo chukul ngai nan Spokane Public School, public health. Charbalewa ngai chibang romajal, majiri rolo mer chukul ngai ka pamali ngome, right warai nangan mi ngome, echalongan meron kamani, kamali lagi. Charbal wagi ni lo Spokane Public School ano chibang ajri ro pamle wire kamana we chinerum chemeran hejmur nganan rujuro marong perilo chingin chulo wire lo kachujuran matan mengo ngai kamani lo chibanger ilo yenin melang nang mijin covid ano kalongan ni riago ratalangan pok chibango ano kitchen kalagi rain wire kalagi charam wire paraino diago meraja ibujin atalangan ingan tais ngerikile garanangan mijin eorai nangan mijin COVID-19 ngai paraino cibanger kwalangan eu aurugen peren marong pagwaya ko ngan pobrai nangan mijin COVID-19 unan barauro bajen marong jen ai wujin pogi wagen mengan pobrai nangan mijin COVID kanage jen marong peripen pamle warenot jen marong atalangan yen kemem wire travelangan state go me rotolo jen ge jai wujin pogi na wagen bokan ge jen marong eje me uranganar marong jen mai pamle waram marong mo repair ole bien par menem chon melun auro bajen marong jen eje mur kanage jen marong peripen pamuli warmen to arme repair elgun awru bajen mga go me rise more awru bajen exercise jen mama gudut jen jab jen kacung kaman bay langari yen nganar marong kajabaru kejmagi jen nang ni mi go me rakawata tangan kejenot kejro majal me alab nang ni mi tangal per jejay bujin lamana kaga yewi wawin bajen marong man nang ni mi parai no dem celun malaga matan men ko jejay bujin kamani bajen marong mga go me rise more kap jen marong mamagdut en labalagar yang magdut ngan calay yagen me ko marong oleben melalo me ragayla nganam cala tawo kamani ngan kajibaru me uram nganam marong kajibaru itagen me rayu ko jay gujin kajibaru ilo am pello amergani ko jay gujin polo dong e jam ngai lo chibo ngani na bay romer charbali lo PICA Washington im peri lo Seattle ekair paritongan community narin chibangay paror chuan organization me an romajali lo chibo ngani ray by hem cap Marshallese Community Advisory Board komaron bar kole lagay ram kachito yalang e oram kachito ikichen olben kachito kome ko jay wit chala gagi chigin chibango tumje wawi nam takda olben mengen reini lo chigin gen ramaron chibango pajen bar merong ejmuri lo arnor jay win pigo dijo Jadian menogome reno ragamono morgainar temarong adalangan lo kolabo menge payruto temarong piguti kolabongan rutoronganar karelang rutoron cibrim cemari baran marong kamani charbalago eno elang kain program ome armirin rekamani ngan cibang rutoren paraino yudro ajiro ni elang organization elang youth activity go meramaron peri enot mama ro merong elang cooking program go elang par program go ngan karangan exercise ka tang ner kilala jiru ni jer olben program ge inem olben men ge mer merong kaman bo kuncho nar mi me wa me ururi lo peri lo amerga ge raberi jeni lo spoken inem ko meneo ko jay bin kamane bo ngon ko le to chidian mem ro mer cherbal ngan community ge nare.
Hey Yahweh, my name is Cici Haine. I'm culturally from the Marshall Islands. I've been in the United States for, I think, more than 20 years now. My profession, I'm a housing stability manager. And I'm very proud to be Marshallese here in Washington because my people were very resilient. Coming from a country that was tested with nuclear bombs for many years and more than 67 atomic bombs. We've survived still. I'm very proud because my people were not vindictive, where we would have retaliated because we're basically sick from the radiation, but we've really survived all these years. And the Marshall Islands are low-lying atoll, so it's very hard to survive there. But still, we survived. Most of us have migrated to the U.S. to seek medical care because most of us were sick. We came here to also educate our kids, and just have a second home. And I'm very proud to be Marshallese. We are very strong people. We know that it's very important to tell our stories because by the stories we can also share our experience. And coming to Washington has really shown me how it's very different living here on the mainland compared to living back home and on the islands. But still we're here, and we're very thankful that we have places like PICA-WA, which is Pacific Islander Community Association here in Washington, that has really lent a helping hand to all our communities, and not only Marshallese, but the rest of the Kofa Island nations. And I would like to personally thank the Executive Director, Joseph, and his staff members for really helping our people. Because without agencies like this, we would have been silent. We would have been unknown. And thank you, PICA-WA. Have a great day.
Who knows